So we have 3 kids. Madeline, who is 9, who is quiet and thoughtful and always asking questions. Alaska, who is 8, and she is just full of more energy than Superman, bouncing around all over the place, always wants to make sure everyone's having a good time. And my son Ezra, who's 5, who really just wants to blow things up. And I got to tell you, no one prepared me for what I think is one of the hardest aspects of parenting. The hardest aspect of parenting, I don't think it's the rebellion. It's not when they're throwing tantrums, when they're angry, because that's a little bit obvious. I'm hoping it's not the teenage years, at least not for my kids. One of the hardest things about parenting is that children do not naturally trust their parents. Did you know that? I didn't know that. So children they're not born just trusting their parents. One of the hardest things about parenting is not, it's not the anger tantrums, it's not the fits, it's when are we going to have dinner? What's for dinner? Are you going to cook dinner? Are you getting started on dinner? When are we going to have a snack? When are we going to have lunch? Are we going to have dessert? You said we would have dessert. Are we going to have dessert? What's dessert going to be? Is it going to be ice cream, cookies? What is it going to be? This really subtle lack of trust, this really subtle tendency for kids to want to kind of control their environment and what's around them to not be dependent. Now, you say, well, okay, that's fine. That's just kids. It's just kids being kids. No, that's kids being human. So you and I are the same exact way. You and I are constantly coming to God saying, when's dinner time? Are you going to make dinner? Is dinner on your mind? When am I getting this snack? When am I going to get playtime? What are you going to give me for dessert? Are you going to give me a birthday present? I don't have the promotion yet, God. I'm kind of stalled out in my career. Is this really where you want me? I'm 35. I'm not married yet. I don't know if you noticed. Are you really going to provide for me? Not only is it not natural for children to trust their parents, it's not natural for any of us. None of us want to be dependent. None of us want to depend on God our Father. Now, I say it all the time, if you are outside the family of God, I want you in. And this is one of the reasons why. You know why? Because the family of God is not just any family. It's an adopting family. And what that means is you and I have a shot of getting in. What that means is you and I are taken in by a loving, gracious Father, and no matter how screwed up or messed up, no matter how rebellious, no matter how demanding, no matter how untrusting we are, He still does what I do on a good day. He still takes us in, loves us, provides for us anyway. We're not just part of a family, we're part of an adopting family, and it makes all the difference.